Welcome back to another episode of The Buzz with City Manager Batista. My name's Tom Matthews, and today I'll be talking trash and recycling with City Manager Eric Batista. All right, let's go find out what makes the city's trash program run. All right, Mr. Manager, we're talking trash and recycling today. We've got a city truck right behind us. Can you take us through the trash and recycling program for the city of Worcester?
Yeah, just like every other municipality across the nation, our trash and recycling program, it's twofold, right? One is we have, as you can see right behind us, one of the garbage trucks here in the city that picks up all trash in all of our neighborhoods. And then the recycling program is actually contracted out by a private contractor, and that's Casella Waste Management. They're the current contractor. We manage both. The trash program is one that is in-house, where staff are the ones who support this program and pick up the yellow trash bags in the neighborhoods.
All right, so trash, obviously something that affects mostly everyone in the city. So can you talk to us about how many households that the service is going out and collecting trash from?
Yeah, so this program is a big program. It's an $8.5 million program, and that impacts about 60,000 households in the city, you know, from a 3-decker to a single-family home. And so that's a lot of people, a lot of trash that comes through that we're responsible for and managing and supporting on a day-to-day basis.
That is a lot of trash. Do you have any idea of how much trash there is being collected in any given year, or how much recycling?
Yeah, so 60,000 households, it's roughly 50 million pounds of trash and 20 million pounds of recycling. So that's a lot.
That is a lot.
That's a lot of stuff that's coming out of the neighborhoods. And like I mentioned, is about an $8.5 million program. Takes a significant amount of work, significant amount of workforce, and a lot of labor hours to be able to get it done.
And to give folks an idea of, you know, on their collection day, about how many trucks are out going through the city?
Typically 9 trucks throughout the neighborhoods, East Pacific route. We have routes Monday through Friday, but they also vary depending on the holidays. And so depending on the holiday, we might skip the day and go the next day, or if it's not as impactful, we might just keep the day as a normal route. Something
people often bring up and talk about are the yellow trash bags. What's the deal with these yellow trash bags?
Yeah, the yellow trash bags is a way for, again, it's a pay-as-you-go program. It was established a number of years ago by the city administration. And the purpose of that is to differentiate trash from also items of recycling. But also, it also differentiates that it's a city-issued bag that it needs to be picked up for the trash program. These bags, residents have to go purchase them. They go to convenience stores, supermarkets, different locations to purchase them. It's about $1 a bag for the small bags and about $1.75 for the large bags. They're required to purchase them to put them out on the street so the garbage trucks can come by and pick them up. Now, there's been some conversation at the council floor and also community members asking, okay, so how much does this program cost? Now, the program is $8.5 million, but we as a city, we pay about a little over $700,000 to purchase the yellow bags. We contract it out. They built them out, they created them out, they produced them for us for a little over $700,000. That's what it cost us. And by people buying them in the convenience stores and the supermarkets, we generate about $4 million in revenue from people buying. And so $8.5 million program, $700,000 cost for us to buy it, but we only generate a little over $4 million. So there's still half of that budget that it still comes out of the residents' taxes to be able to support a trash and recycling program.
All right, so we mentioned the recycling and how the yellow trash bag plays into that. Can we talk a bit about the zero sort recycling program and what that means and sort of why the city of Worcester implemented that?
Our goal as part of the implementation of the zero waste program is to encourage individuals to recycle as much as possible. That also reduces the tonnage and the amount of pounds that we have to waste through the process in Millbury to the Wheelabrator. But also in the recycling, it benefits our community as a whole. When we're talking about climate change, when we're talking about building a resilient community, having a recycling program benefits that from not getting into the waterways or getting into areas that it can impact our habitat as well. So again, we want to have a combination of all of that. We need to have all those resources available. We need to make sure that the community is participating in all those different programs. But like I mentioned, it's a big cost to it. And so it's either one, right, residents pay a portion depending on what they use, or two, it's something that they're going to pay through taxes.
All right, so we talked about the trash, how it's being collected, and that there's a lot of trash in the city. I think a lot of folks might wonder, where does all this trash go at the end of the day?
Yeah, so the trash, it goes to a wheelabrator in Millbury. That's where a lot of the municipal trash goes to. And then the recycling, it's all sorted out by Casella Waste Management. They take all the recycling, and then they sell the recycling. A lot of recycling they're selling, and a lot of times they're selling it off to offshores, off-seas. And recycling has been getting a lot more expensive to do that. So again, it's a cost that we as a city have to incur. Also, if residents are not putting the proper materials in recycling, the city is charged a fee. And so we have to be able to work with the residents, communicate. That's why we've had such a big campaign on the trash and recycling program as part of the bin program, to encourage people to recycle and make sure they keep the plastic bags out of recycling. Because again, there's a contamination fee that impacts us that we want to make sure that we reduce that. What also reduces the burden of our tax levy in our budget.
Awesome. All right, well, is there anything else that folks need to know about the city's trash and recycling program?
It's important that we as a city, that it's not just a municipality responsibility, it's us collectively as a city. It's all of our collective responsibilities. As residents, people who live here, who visit, who engage with this community, it's our responsibility to make the city clean. So if you see something, pick it up. Be responsible how you throw away your trash. If you have a big bulk item, call the City 311 program and we'll come and pick it up. This program is more than just trash and recycling, it's a lot more than that. And we want the community to feel like they're part of it, and it's not just our responsibility to do, but it's all of our collective efforts as a community.
That's right. Awesome. All right, well, Mr. Manager, thanks so much. That does it for this episode of The Buzz with City Manager Batista. Thanks so much for taking us through the trash and recycling program. If you want to find out more, head on over to worcesterma.gov and make sure to give us a follow on social media.